Saturday, November 17th, and I just now got settled in the tree. It's been a pretty crazy morning for me so far. First thing this morning, I was getting dressed at the truck up by the barns, and which is like 700 yards from the nearest woods. And I'm standing there, and I hear something trotting through the beans. And I listen, and it's getting closer. So I take my green light, and I start shining it in the field. And there's a doe walking right to me. And I see back in the field that there's 3 more behind her. So she walks up, within 10 yards of me while I'm getting dressed at the truck. Truck door's open, the light's on. She's like 10 yards from me, doesn't even know I'm there. And then I start hearing a deer grunt. So I'm like, okay. So I'm standing there. These other 2 does come within probably 15 yards. And I see the buck back behind them, probably 40 yards away. And he's grunting and watching them parallel, and none of these deer knew I was there. So that put me behind because I couldn't. That was 20 minutes right there that it took for them to move off before I could start getting dressed again. Then I'm walking in this morning to the stand and actually switched stands that I was gonna hunt. I was gonna hunt a stand down the bottom, but I changed my mind this morning. So I'm walking to the stand real slow, and I come over the crest of this hill where it turns kind of flat, and I see eyeballs about 60 yards away. And it's obviously deer, so I just stand and I'm watching it. And it finally decides to turn and just start walking away real slow. Well, when it turns, I can see antlers just spinning. It's a big old buck, so I don't know if it's a deer we have pictures of or not, but he was a big buck. And then I get to the deer stand, and I'm getting ready to climb up. And I realize I forgot my harness. So, it's already almost daylight at this point. I'm already running behind because of the deer. So, I hike back to the truck, which is like half a mile, grab my harness. While I'm there getting my harness, I also realize I forgot the base for my camera arm. So I grab that, and I walk all the way back to the stand. And I get at the edge of the field before you go into the stand. There's another buck out there in the field. He wasn't a big one, he was a smaller buck, but I had just walked through there and made all kinds of noise, 15 minutes ago. And there was already another deer there, so. Basically, my setup this morning is I'm on the side of a ridge that's paralleling this bean field. And so my hope is, since the does are going to be spending most of their time in these bean fields, especially when it got so cold last night, I'm hoping these bucks will parallel this ridge, hoping to catch scent coming down from the beans that the does have left. Because the wind's blowing that way about 2 to 3 miles an hour. So I'm hoping they're going to parallel this ridge, either just looking for does, visually, or trying to catch a scent that's coming off of these beans where the does have fed out there all night. So I was originally going to hunt way down in the bottom here, but after watching those deer and thinking about it, how cold it got last night and how much these deer are going to be eating, I decided this stand could be really good because it's so close to the beans, these bucks can catch the scent coming off of the beans as they parallel this bean field. So, and also this stand hasn't been hunted at all this year. So that was another reason I decided to sit here. But I can hear deer walking around a little bit off in the distance, so it's pretty cold, about 30 degrees right now. So I'm gonna finish settling in and get my other jacket on. minutes before daylight settled. But we'll see what happens.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.
Well, it's pushing about 9:30 right now. I've had 2 does go through here. I got the first one on film, but the second one snuck up on me and was behind me, and she was so close I couldn't get the camera. I couldn't move to get the camera on her, and also I didn't even worry about trying to film her. But so far it's not too bad. Hopefully I'll have does keep coming through here, and hopefully a mature buck will be following one of them. Or mature buck will just cruise through here and set checking. So hopefully that's what will happen. But it's still pretty calm, cold this morning. The wind's only blowing 2 to 3 miles an hour still. So we'll see what happens. Well, I just had 3 more does about 5 minutes ago walk by me through the beans about 80 yards away. I couldn't get them on film either because they were moving pretty quick and there's not much of a window there to be able to see them. So that's 5 deer I've seen since I've been in the deer stand this morning. So, which is better than I had expected after the fiasco I've had. So, trying to keep my eyes peeled for bucks, because now that the ice on the leaves and all starting to melt a little bit, the leaves are getting real wet, and the deer are almost silent walking through the woods. So I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled and watch both sides of me in the woods and the bean field behind me. So we'll see what happens. pretty nice deer. But I heard a snort wheeze for the first time in my life in the woods this morning. So it's pretty crazy. The deer are still